Welcome, PFL fight fans, to Dubai, iconic city of the United Arab Emirates. The road to Dubai, we've been on this thing for months, and we have settled down for fight week. It is the PFL Champion Series, first one of 2025.
Lightweight in the world.
Henderson with that kick. He's been waiting for a moment like this, for the doors to swing open.
With one of the hottest free agents in mixed martial arts, he might be the next big thing.
Anybody who thought Paul Hughes wasn't up to this in his young career was out of their mind.
We all know who we want to see next. We want to see Paul Hughes versus Usman Nurmagomedov for the lightweight belt, and I think we should do it in Dubai.
Usman Nurmagomedov getting it done.
I want to defend my title next in Dubai.
Let's go!
Paul Hughes makes a dramatic and stunning statement in front of the Irish crowd. Oh, it is all over. Just like that.
I'm going to prove that I'm the best fighter on this planet.
I have one goal, to be one of the best of all time.
This city really does sparkle at night. And we're going to have a lot of energy. It's going to be intense when night falls tomorrow at Coca-Cola Arena. We're here for the weigh-ins today. The fight fans here in the United Arab Emirates are already excited about it. Sean O'Connell and the legend himself, Outlaw Dan Hardy, Champion Series action. We got a world title fight. We got a little Ireland versus Dagestan feature on the card tomorrow night, Dan. It's our first major event of 2025. Couldn't be happier.
I am so excited to be here. It's a beautiful city. We've got a beautiful crowd here. The food has been incredible. I'm just excited for these fights. This region of the world has got so much to offer mixed martial arts, and we're really starting to see that come into the sport now. The PFL have staked a claim in Dubai. It's the first big event that we're having in this region, and this card is going to deliver, and these fans are going to make some noise.
Well, it only makes perfect sense to establish a presence here in Dubai. World-class fight camps happening, and of course our fighters have been here all week, all around the city, showing out at Kite Beach, in the shadow of the tallest building in the world, Burj Khalifa. We have been everywhere here in Dubai, and the fan response has been incredible. You can really see why this is becoming a major hub in the sport, both for local developing talent and for world champions to set up camp.
I mean, it's just the ideal place. The weather's amazing. The food, the quality of everything is just world class. So when the fighters come here, they get the best of the best. The training partners, the gyms, the coaching is incredible. And obviously, now we've got big promotions coming to this area of the world to put a platform for these fighters. We're going to really see what they're capable of.
And Coca-Cola Arena is going to be jam-packed and loud tomorrow night for this main card. This is what is bringing all the fans to the arena. Of course, your main event, a lightweight world title fight between Usman Nurmagomedov, still undefeated, and big news, Paul Hughes. You'll notice a couple of familiar flags there, Dan Hardy. Ireland versus Dagestan, up and down the card. An MMA rivalry being sparked here in Dubai.
And you can feel that rivalry in the crowd. We've got two real good groups of fans here. The atmosphere is incredible, but you can imagine the support that Usman Nurmagomedov's got here. He is a supreme athlete, technically superior to everybody else that I see coming through mixed martial arts. He's so calm, he's so collected, he's so technical. But of course, Paul Hughes, he shocked everybody when he beat AJ McKee. Everybody wrote him off. No one thought he was going to be able to do that. He told us he was going to do it, and he did exactly what he said. Can he do it again this week? Can he beat Nurmagomedov and take that belt? A lot of doubters. Can he silence them?
Well, you know why there's a lot of doubters. Look at the resume of Usman Nurmagomedov. Unblemished in 18 career fights. 14 of those finishes inside the distance. 7-0 in the Bellator banner. And, of course, he did defend that Bellator world title a couple of times already. So in steps the challenger, a man who speaks it into existence. And more importantly than that, Dan, everything he says he's capable of, he truly delivers.
You know, he walks into a room, and he speaks from his mind, from his heart, and he converts people into believers. People hear him speak, they hear his confidence, and then they see him step into the cage and perform. Paul Hughes has got everything he needs to shock the world this weekend. He's got the technical ability, he's got the athletic ability, and he has no doubt got the confidence, as well as the fans here that have travelled to support him. I expect this to be a really, really standout performance for Paul Hughes, and it's going to need to be if he can get that belt from Nurmagomedov.
There's no hotter fighter in the world right now on that 7-fight win streak. Undefeated since coming over to the major big leagues, 2-0 under the Bellator banner. And of course, he defeated the former Bellator featherweight champion, one of the best featherweights and lightweights in the world in AJ McKee last time out. And what did he do when he won that fight, Dan? He said, I want Usman Nurmagomedov. I want it to be right here in Dubai. Like I said, he speaks it into existence, and we're just here for the ride.
He has absolutely manifested this. As you said, he called for it. He's called all these fans to support him. I know we've got the Irish fans. You're going to make some noise for me. And I know we've got the Nurmagomedov fans going to make some noise for me. We've got an amazing crowd here. You can imagine tomorrow night when there's going to be 10,000 people in there when these guys walk for the main event. I am so excited. Guys, make some noise for these fighters as they walk out on stage. This is going to be a great event.
I feel like I'm doing an infomercial right now because you have that world title fight, two unbelievable fighters. But then what about our co-main event? One of the best light heavyweights on planet Earth has converted himself into a heavyweight. And I'm talking about this man, Vadim Nemkov against Tim Johnson. Two longtime Bellator staples and contenders. Johnson, can he impose his will with the wrestling? Nemkov, can he continue the legacy of his coach, the legend Fedor Emelianenko? We get to find out tomorrow night.
I love this fight. These guys are polar opposites when it comes to mixed martial arts. You've got Nemkov, who's an elite athlete, lean, dedicated, on the sport all the time. Then you've got Tim Johnson, who has got the brawler experience. He knows how to connect fist to face. He knows how to take his feet with him when he moves forward. And he knows he can take a punch to get himself in striking range. That is a fascinating heavyweight bout.
13 straight for Vadim Nemkov. Like I said, the former Bellator light heavyweight champion said, I'm not cutting weight anymore. I walk around about 240, 245. I want to eat my way into championship contention and victories. And here he is putting a stamp on the heavyweight division. How about this one leading into our co-main event? Ahmed Magomedov and Nate Kelly. I talk about how Paul Hughes is so incredibly hot. This man had some struggles early in his career, Nate Kelly did. And since then, it has been all wins, all success, and some big-time finishes on the way.
You know, one real big difference for Nathan is the elbows, the addition of elbows. As soon as he was able to use elbows again, he was putting people out. And I expect him to have to use those elbows again because he's going to be under wrestling pressure in this fight. He's going to be up against the fence at times. This is going to be a real battle of attrition. And I think both of these guys are going to push each other to the limit.
A lot to look forward to on our main card tomorrow night, but we're here for the weigh-ins today at Coca-Cola Arena. And the voice of our smart cage here in the Middle East, Saif Al-Naji, is on stage now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first PFL event of the year. It's the PFL Road to Dubai Championship Series الطريق إلى دبي. اليوم راح نتعرف على كل المقاتلين المشاركين في هذه البطاقة. 22 مقاتل من جميع أنحاء العالم راح يقاتلوا في دبي، العاصمة الجديدة لفنون القتال المختلطة، دار الحي في الإمارات العربية المتحدة. Ladies and gentlemen, 11 fights tomorrow night inside this arena right here, the Coca-Cola Arena. Make sure to get your tickets. You don't want to miss it out. 22 fighters from around the world are marking this historic moment in Dubai. The first major MMA event to be held in Dubai. And it's all thanks to the Dubai Department of Economy and Tourism, Dubai Sports Council, for making this all happen, shaping the future of MMA in the MENA region. And speaking of which, PFL MENA, PFL الشرق الأوسط وشمال إفريقيا راح تعود في سنة 2025 ابتداء من شهر 5. Make sure to keep an eye out. PFL MENA coming back in May. It's going to be huge. It's going to be absolutely incredible. And let me tell you something. If you've never been to Dubai, this is the time to do it. I mean, look at this. The fans have gathered here just outside the Coca-Cola Arena. The sky is blue. The sun is shining. Just behind me is the Burj Khalifa. So if you're watching this, book your flights. Get your tickets to the fight because trust me, you do not want to miss out on this huge card happening tomorrow night starting 8 p.m. local time, and it's going to be headlined by our main event, Dagestan versus Ireland 2. Osman Nurmagomedov going up against the Irish Paul Hughes tomorrow night, live from Dubai inside the Coca-Cola Arena. And now let's get the ceremonial weigh-ins underway, ladies and gentlemen. Please allow me to introduce on stage PFL Fighters Operations, Dan Hardy, Managing Director International of PFL, James Frewen. And we've got a very special guest joining us on stage right now to do the honors. Please allow me to welcome on stage His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Maktoum bin Jum'a Al Maktoum. And let's get the ceremonial weigh-ins underway, ladies and gentlemen. Starting off with the first fight of the main card. We've got Cleaver Fernandez versus Renat Khavalov. First up on the scale, representing Brazil. Give it up to Cleaver Fernandez. Official weight, 135.9 pounds. Cleaver Fernandez. And his opponent on this bantamweight bout, representing Russia, Renat Khavalov. Official weight, 136 even. And ladies and gentlemen, our bantamweight bout on this main card. Cleaver Fernandez, Renat Khavalov tomorrow night at the Coca-Cola Arena. Next up in the featherweight division, we've got Kenny Mokonwana and Ibrahim Ibrahimov. First up to the scale, representing Ireland, Kenny Mokonwana. Official weight, 147 even. And his opponent, fighting out of Dagestan, Russia, Ibrahim Ibrahimov. Official weight, 146 even. Here we go, our featherweight bout tomorrow night. Kenny Mokonwana from Ireland and Ibrahim Ibrahimov from Russia. Coming up next, we're still in our featherweight division. We've got Nathan Kelly and Ahmad Magomedov. First up to the scale, from the blue corner, representing Ireland, Nathan Kelly. Official weight, 145.6 pounds. And his opponents representing Russia, it's Ahmad Magomedov. And official weight for Ahmad, 145.7 pounds. Here we go, our featherweight bout, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan Kelly, Ahmad Magomedov.
Quick question for both of these guys. Nathan, there's a big crowd here that's traveled to support Ireland. It must mean a lot to you to have this support and to be on this card. Yeah, it means a lot. The Irish fans are like no other. As always, they travel in packs. Use that, man. Yeah, Irish fans always great support. Travel in packs. We are an army of Irish Sea, so let's go, Ireland. We're going to do it for you on the weekend. Let's go.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we head into our co-main event of the night. Tomorrow night at the Coca-Cola Arena, starting 8 p.m. Fighting out of the blue corner and representing the United States of America, Tim Johnson. Official weight, 264.2 pounds. Tim Johnson. And his opponent for tomorrow night's event in the co-main event, the heavyweight bout, representing Russia, Vadim Nemkov. Official weight, 242.4 pounds. Co-main event tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, in the Coca-Cola Arena. Tim Johnson and Vadim Nemkov in this heavyweight bout.
Good for each of you guys. So, Tim, first off, a big opportunity, a big co-main event, and a real tough opponent. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I love Dubai. Body feels great. You know, it's a lot better than throwing around some hogs.
Vadim, how are you feeling fighting in Dubai in front of these amazing fans?
I feel good. I'm ready to fight.
I'm excited, my friend. Good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, what a great fight.
And right now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a closer look at our main event for tomorrow night.
This is between me and him. This is just sport. I can beat him everywhere.
Look, he's just never fought me. He doesn't get drawn into fights. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw a fight out of him. There's a new king here.
Paul Hughes is not like a high-level fighter. He won A.G. McKee with a split decision. For my opinion, there was a draw.
He was teed up to fight AJ for a long time. Nobody has put a beating on him like I did. I almost knocked him out multiple times. That's got to be clipped anyway.
When I will finish him, everybody gonna forgive this guy.
I need to be willing to go to the depths of hell to beat this man.
It's gonna be dark room for him, and this dark room where I'm living inside this.
I am not mistaken as to the challenge that I have ahead of me. I'm willing to go through hell to get to heaven.
I'm gonna destroy them.
Here we go, MMA fans in Dubai, make some noise for our main event. The whole world is talking about this. This is literally the talk of town right now. Dagestan versus Ireland 2 tomorrow night inside the Coca-Cola Arena. Our main event, PFL Road to Dubai Championship Series. First up, we've got the man himself representing Ireland. Give it up for Paul Hughes up to the scale. Official weight for Paul Hughes, 155 pounds even. And his opponent, the undefeated Bellator lightweight champion of the world on this lightweight title fight, Usman Nurmagomedov. official weight, 154.9 pounds. And our main event tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, the lightweight titles fight. The Irish Paul Hughes and the Dagestani Usman Nurmagomedov for our main event, PFL Road to Dubai Championship Series. Don't miss it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the challenger, Paul Hughes. My friend, you spoke this into existence. You made this happen. Are you going to be the champion tomorrow night after this fight?
Absolutely, no question. I'm coming out of here with that belt. Look, there was a reason that I said, whenever I signed to the PFL 7 months ago, the first call I had, I said, I want to fight Usman Nurmagomedov. I think it's the biggest fight in the promotion. And look what we have here today. I mean, I greatly appreciate this. If you think this is good, just wait until tomorrow night, because the Coca-Cola Arena is going to be on fire. But look, much respect. This is fantastic. Thank you, Dubai, for having us. Cannot wait for tomorrow night.
Good luck, my friend. Here's your belt, my friend.
Thank you.
How are you feeling about this fight tomorrow?
Alhamdulillah. First of all, Alhamdulillah. No matter what, Alhamdulillah. I'm ready, you know. This guy will finish. I will finish this guy tomorrow. And this public not gonna help to him, you know. This is our territory, and we're gonna mold this guy all 5 rounds, or I'm gonna finish this guy.
It's important that you get the finish to make a statement, yes?
Yes, for me not enough to just beat him. For me, I will follow to the finish. Because of this guy is not my level.
And what about this incredible support you have?
I don't know about Ireland fans, but here, right now, maybe 100 fighters from Dagestan. If they will do something, guys, you can finish this guy too.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a great fight that's going to be tomorrow night. Paul Hughes, Usman Nurmagomedov for the Bellator lightweight title.
Let me just say, there is some tension here at Coca-Cola Arena, and we're still more than 24 hours away from this main event fight. Dagestan versus Ireland, indeed. Can big news Paul Hughes come through on the promise of the hot streak he has been on, or will Usman Nurmagomedov remain the undefeated, dominant champion and continue to carry that iconic family name and the legacy that comes with it? We are going to find out in our main event. The road to Dubai all comes to this. Let's send it over to the third member of our broadcast crew, Nia Simone.
Guys, it was just 3 months Paul Hughes put the sport on notice. And he proved one thing against A.J. McKee: never count him out. Now the Irish underdog has his sights set on Usman Nurmagomedov and the Bellator lightweight world title.
Who's Paul Hughes? There's probably different Paul Hugheses. There's Paul Hughes, the competitor, which is what I am right now for the next 6 weeks. But there's also Paul Hughes, the person. Paul Hughes, the person we can worry about in 6 weeks when I have that belt.
2 fights in, you're getting this big fight. Safe to assume you are happy. You are happy with the decision.
Oh, I mean, beyond happy. Honestly, my life has changed so much, especially since the AJ win. My life's completely
How has it changed?
Oh, I mean, just honestly, everything.
Bad moments here for Bobby King.
The day after I signed with PFL, then I says, I want to fight Usman Nurmagomedov ASAP.
Oh, Nurmagomedov caught Henderson with that kick. Great takedown.
Я чемпион, мне без разницы. Поставьте хоть против меня, хоть, я не знаю, Пола, Эйджи Маки в одну ночь. Поставьте против меня хоть Кинг-Конга, и мне плевать. Я буду рад с ним.
He will have that confidence until I start clipping him.
The
PFL believed in me, and look at me now. I took the risk. I fought one of the best guys on the planet.
I spoke with Paul yesterday, and guys, he is in high spirits. He's confident, he's focused, and he is ready to make another statement on the biggest stage of his career. Now, Sean, this is what the road to Dubai is all about. Rising stars and unforgettable moments.
Thank you, Nia. Very, very excited to see how this one plays out tomorrow. Dan, I mean, we've set the stage. Paul Hughes, like I said, I give the kid a lot of credit. He speaks these things into existence. But as we have learned many times in mixed martial arts, sometimes you have to be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, the thing is, the confidence that Paul Hughes has got comes from somewhere. That self-belief comes from his ability to perform and his ability to beat the person in front of him. And every person that's been put in front of him, he's working through them. And AJ McKee was a huge step up in competition. And he was able to work his way through AJ McKee in a very, very impressive fashion. Like, it just gets to the stage where when Paul Hughes says, I can do this, a part of me starts to believe him because he believes in himself so much. That's really what Paul Hughes is doing for this fight this weekend.
I tell you what, this profound level of belief is one hell of a thing, especially when someone is willing to put the work in. And that's direct from Paul Hughes' mouth. It's Ireland versus the world. He really, truly wants to be the next fighter that puts Ireland on the global map. We know the first guy who really kind of paved that path. Paul Hughes is doing it differently. Can he get past not only the fighter that is Usman Nurmagomedov, but the legendary name that he claims?
Now, it's such a tough question. I mean, they're such different fighters, you know, both of them. From McGregor and Khabib to Paul and Usman, they're just very, very different characters. Paul is very stoic and quiet and calm and confident. And McGregor was obviously very brash and very confident and had great trash talking. But then on the other side, you've got Usman, who is, in my opinion, has reacted to this emotionally in a way that Khabib would never have done. I just don't. It's amazing to see the reaction that Paul has been able to get out of him. I really feel like he's riled him up and he's going to get a very aggressive performance. I mean, Usman was saying on the stage, it's important that he gets a finish to make a statement. That on itself is a statement.
And there's a lot of pressure that comes with that undefeated record. And of course, being one of the torchbearers, the flag bearers of that legendary name. And it's not just the name, by the way. It's a camp that has produced multiple world champions at the highest level. PFL lightweight season champion from last year, Gaji Rabadnov. Where does he train? Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov School. Obviously, Khabib retired undefeated. We just saw Usman's brother lose a title bout last weekend. So, look, there's a lot of pressure on Usman Nurmagomedov right now. They need some good momentum.
They do. If you look at any major promotion, though, this is a winning team, right? The Nurmagomedov Abdulmanap camp is a winning team. It's a winning formula. So any single promotion that you go into in the world, if they sign someone from that camp, they're going to become a contender, if not a champion. And obviously, you know, that's what we've got here. We've got people dominating each weight class, different weight classes from the same team. It's a really incredible what Abdulmanap was able to put together for these fighters, and they are now reaping the benefits of his investment.
One thing I can be confident in saying, it's going to be a legendary finish tomorrow night, one way or another. Let's take one more look at our main card. This is why people are packing Coca-Cola Arena here in Dubai. Usman Nurmagomedov, Paul Hughes for a world title. Vadim Nemkov, Tim Johnson in the co-main event. It is Dagestan versus Ireland with a little Brazil sprinkled in there. By the way, Renat Havalov, he's got a problem on his hand in the grappling specialist Kleber Fernandez. Be here with us for all of it. Coca-Cola Arena and Dubai. The road to Dubai ends tomorrow.